What's up, boys? Septa here, and today I'm going to be getting the Platinum Trophy for Maneater. Now, this game was very short, but I actually enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I would, but without further ado, let's get straight into the video. We start the game out meeting the main villain of
Meanwhile,
the game,
aboard the caged
Scaly
queen.
Pete, and he's basically just this shark hunter.
Pierre
We
Le-
also see our first character, a kind of medium-sized shark, and we start wrecking some
This is an
havoc.
adult bull shark. Fast, fierce, and armed
Here
quite
we learn the
literally to
basic
teeth.
mechanics
She
like
has little to
moving,
fear
looking
here in the
around,
Gulf.
sprinting, and most importantly, the main attack in the game, which is just simply biting.
The Predator's 350
After
fearsome
learning the
teeth.
controls and killing some more fish, we get our first trophy, which is to complete the tutorial of the game. Then we start to kill our first humans, which after doing this for a bit, attracts the attention of the hunters. We're basically just like human NPCs that would shoot at us and just try to kill us. Now, after killing enough of them and defeating all three of the hunter boats, we would attract the attention of our good friend Scaly Pete and have our first little fight of the game. Now, we fight him, I think, 3 times throughout the story, but the first one, we get this, kind of dramatic introduction. As always, that's a very popular theme of this game. And then we get the basic large boat combat. And this ends with us getting a harpoon to the face. And he captures us. And I'll just kind of let this clip play out here. But we do get the trophy
On board
survivor
the
for
caged
surviving
queen,
birth.
Scaly Pete looks over the catch of the day.
Yeah, this my daddy's. This look like a mega to you. Oh, looky here. She's on for me. Hello. How you mama in there? Whoa, but why'd you do that? So I can identify her next time I see her. When I spear her.
The tiny pup responds with an instinct for survival.
You better want to turn around.
After getting tossed into the water, we get the opportunity to actually eat Scaly Pete's hand, which gives us our
famous
first
big game
little
hunter
boost.
once
And we
posited
start
that
as
after an
obviously
animal
a
had
freshly
tasted
born
human
baby.
flesh, it forsakes
And
its natural
we
prey
start in the
a deadly
Photic
single-minded
bio
search for the most
area,
dangerous
and I'm not going to go too much into the areas because they're all pretty much the same thing. We get our first collectible, which is a landmark.
I have one of those
There
new
are 3
pop-up
types
cup
of
stoppers at
collectibles: the
home. Let me
landmarks,
tell you, those things
the
are just a
license
magnet
plates,
for
and the
air
nutrients
and debris.
caches. Here is a nutrients cache, which they're all pretty much the same as collecting wise. You just bite
The
them,
rapacious
so I'm not going to
burglar is
show them
always
again
swimming,
as it's the same
searching
thing.
for anything.
Later on, we find
It's here in
the
the grotto, that the
grotto,
shark
which
can
acts as
discover the
basically a
absolute
home
serenity
base for our
deep
shark.
within her soul.
And we can fast travel to these and we can evolve, which is a cool system where we can replace shark parts, which we get the first one pretty early on in the game, which does come with a trophy once I eventually equip it. Then, after equipping the evolution, we get the trophy adaptation for evolving for the first time. Shortly after getting that last trophy and reaching level 4, we evolve into a teen shark, which
The shark is
essentially
now a
makes
teen,
us bigger,
and we should
stronger, and
expect
boosts
much
all of our
angst,
other
ennui,
stats.
and poor decision making.
After going for some challenges and collectibles, I decided to go
The
on a mini
scourge of the
rampage
swampland.
to lure out
Are
our
you
first infamy boss. Infamy is one of the things we need to do for the platinum in this game, and basically you just need to cause havoc and then kill the bosses. Now, the first infamy boss, as you'll see, is a complete joke and is very easy, and I'll give more
The
tips on the
situation
other
has
bosses
escalated,
later.
and the price. The needle
Things that we have to do
the
is
barracuda.
fight the different apex creatures. The first one is an apex barracuda, who was a very easy challenge, but as you'll see later, as we get trophies for each apex, they get very much harder, very much quicker, and the last one is extremely difficult. And after a bit, I finally kill the apex barracuda and pick up a trophy.
Barracuda. While most recognize it as the title of a classic rock radio staple,
Here I'm just grabbing one of the license plate collectibles, which I just wanted to show because, I mean, all the collectibles are pretty much the same, but I just wanted to show you what each one looked like. But I wanted to just show one so you know what they look like. And I also wanted to say that there's over 100, so I'm not going to be showing them. But here I reach adult stage and get the trophy on your own for reaching level 10 in the adult stage. Also, after, our stats are really jacked, like not crazy, but I'm strong enough that I take on the second apex creature, the apex alligator, which is in the first area of the game. But it was so easy, even to me at this point, that I went for a side challenge to kill this Muskego, or whatever that fish's name is, and also kill it at the same time. But as I said, nothing too much of a challenge, just kill it till you get the gator meat trophy. Here I go for the special alligator apex, but still strong, and we get the dominating the bayou trophy for doing all of pretty much everything in that area. Then we fight our second apex, being the Mako, in a nearby area. This is still the early apex creatures, so they're not difficult at all. As you can see, I'm just beating the crap out of him. But yes, here is the Mako apex. Killing the Mako, we get a trophy. Shark on Shark Violence for killing the Mako, and New Breed for acquiring half of all the available evolutions. Next, we're fighting yet another apex, this one being the Hammerhead, who was slightly more difficult, and I also had to deal with some humans at the same time, but still got taken down, and we get the Pounded trophy.
overcoming her opponent's clearly superior depth perception.
Next, we start our second encounter with Scaly Pete. For Scaly Pete's second encounter, the only real difference is his son is with him, and on top of that, he has a little cage thing on his boat. But he's still very easy to beat. It took me no time at all, and it's really cool, actually, what happens after. I really like that they did it. So here you go to watch that.
Scaly Pete remains resolute.
And as you saw, we get the Survived Again trophy. We luckily take Scaly Pete's leg like he deserves, because he's been bullying us this whole game. As you'll see in a second, I did feel kind of bad for what happens to his son, but you know, he kind of deserves it, I'm not gonna lie.
We're about to blow! Get the off! Forget it, boy!
As you can see, he tries to save us, which is very kind, and then he blows up. Now, his son died, but you'll see what happened to him. He just looks terrible. Like, you know, he wasn't looking great before, but he lost a leg and his whole body's burned up. But, you know, of course we survived because we're just tough. And after this, we also turn into an elder, which means we're jacked. Okay, we can break into, I think, if not everything, almost everything, but we get the Wiser trophy. Here we also have many evolutions unlocked. And here I got Taurus Terror for completing all objectives in Golden Shores.
The Emperor of the Deep, the Great White.
Here we fight the Apex Great White. This is when the Apexes started to get a little more difficult for me, but at the same time I was almost max level, so it wasn't too bad. As you can see, we're just beaming straight into him, using my ability. I forgot what it's called, but use this shark if you go for the platinum. And here we get This Is My Movie for killing the Apex Predator.
Of the role of a monarch in modern... The predatory scavenger is
Here we also turn into the Mega shark size, which is max level 30. And we get the Ocean Terror trophy for reaching Mega Growth. And now all of our stats are maxed out, so we can get every collectible. Here we get everything. Vacation from Hell for getting everything in Prosperity Sands, which I thought Vacation from Hell was a funny trophy name. Here we killed the Apex Orca. This was pretty difficult. This one, I didn't die. I think I only died on the final Apex, and that was the only time I died the whole game. But this one was fun. I kind of liked that the Orca was entertaining people, and then you just come and kill it. I've always liked sharks and orcas. That's why I just adored this game playing it. I wish there was a second one. And just like the other Apexes, after not so long, we take them down and get our trophy, which Trix didn't help you for killing the Apex Predator and Caviar Key. Here I go for one of the collectibles for Queen of the Wasteland, which is for getting all the objectives in Dead Horse. Next we fight a hunted great white shark for the second to last objective in the, I think, Caviar Bay area, right? Yes, the Caviar Key area. Sorry. Anyways, I wanted to show that just to show you like how powerful I am at level 30. Now here we head for the final nutrients box in the area, which will give us the trophy Entertained to Death for collecting or completing all objectives in the area. Next we fight the final Apex, the Sperm Whale, which is just, you know, this one's terrifying because it's double my level. I don't know if I died on this one. I don't even think I died once the whole time, but this one was still the most, it took the most time, and it still only took like 2 minutes because I'm just so overpowered at the end of the game. I'm just bullying him at this point. And, as I said, very shortly after, we take him down. We get 2 trophies for this one. I Thought You Were Tough, and the new Apex Predator for killing all of the Apex Predators. Next, I head up the lighthouse for the final collectible, and I wanted to keep this struggling in, just so you could see how much of a pain in the butt it is to get this collectible. That's why I saved this license plate for last, but after grabbing it, we will get the Garbage Collector Trophy, which for some reason is a bronze. Now here we head to the last landmark, which will give us Tourist, which is a gold for some reason. I don't know why they'd be different rarities. And here we get the last Nutrition Box, which this one is a silver trophy. So as I said, I don't know why they're all different rarities, but they are. So we get, oh no. Oh yeah, dropping property values and then Deep Sea Explorer. Next, I went for the final Infamy rank. I'd been kind of grinding them as I went through the game, but I actually needed to use the help of PSN profiles to get this one because I didn't know the setup. So basically just do the whole bone setup for Captain Robert Brulette, however you pronounce his name. His boat has the electric things, which we'll see again in the final boss fight, but his boat just isn't a match. But eventually my combat got to the point where I didn't even like understand what was happening. I was kind of just button mashing and somehow like killing literally everything. Just a tip for this though, use the like touristy Gulf location, I forgot the name, and then the Gulf in the middle of the ocean to grind Infamy. It's definitely the best locations. And here, after not actually too long destroying everything, we get Science Experiment for getting all the evolutions and Infamy level 10. And then I think I eat him right here.
And from the looks of it,
now, Scaly Pete hops in his World War II boat, which has like guns, bombs, as you could see, electricity, a cage, everything. He just wants to kill us. That's like his whole life mission at this point.
So,
Even the news
Pete, I don't
reporters
know what all
are
this
scared
is,
of
but
him.
you're scaring us.
What you gotta be scared about? You a shark?
Pete, I don't want to, but
You can see.
And here
I
we
came
can see him
prepared
all
today.
burned and everything on his boat. He even brings his backup on this one. But as you can see, just look at how crazy his defense is. This is stronger than any Infamy boss at all. Like, this is the closest I think I got to dying right here. Or not like right here in specific, but during this mission. I had to go down and kill some stuff to heal. Here I bust down the cage quite a bit. It's really not hard to destroy once you get rid of the electricity stuff, but if you look at my health in the bottom left, they're really doing tons of damage. And here, Pete calls in the reinforcements I mentioned, so he gets a chance to recharge his shield generators, but it's okay because the hunter boats are just free health anyways. As I said, the combat strategies late game are crazy, but here is after everything's been destroyed, all the electricity and everything. And this is, if you look at my health, so close to death here. But there we go. Ruler of the Deep. To complete everything in the Gulf. Queen of the Ocean for 100%. Vengeance is mine. And the Platinum Trophy. So I'll let this cutscene play out. But thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Laissez le bon temps rouler.
I suppose there's a lesson to be gleaned here. Something about how the increasing commodification of the natural world has placed humans on a collision course with an environmental apocalypse. But this is a basic cable show where people tune in to watch sharks kill people, and people